This amazing story starts off with me testing the Olympic tackle squid spinners. And it was a very successful day. We caught lots of coho, but this particular one, my line snapped on the 30-foot mark away from the lure. I must have had a small kink. Very upset about losing my lure versus not the fish itself. My son was fishing next to me, and he snagged onto the line. So here I am pulling the line in. Hopefully I can recover my lure, and the line started to move and the fish was still attached. So it's a long walk to shore. We were about 80 yards, and sure enough I was able to hand bomb the salmon. I don't know the legalities of that hand bombing. It was fishing. It was attached to a rod, another rod. So I think it was good. We got it to the shore safely. Turned out to be a wild coho, and it was safely released. And that was an amazing story for that day. This is an example of the spits. The spits are a high point of gravel that is exposed during low tides and that you can access to be able to reach farther. The issue is you have to be very careful as the tides come in, as you could be stranded out there, and instead of waiting, you'd be swimming. Another amazing story was when Ian Forbes and I were fishing on the Spits, successfully catching a lot of coho, but unaware till it was nearly too late that the tide had slipped round behind us. So we quickly vacated and got back to the main beach, and just as we did that, these orcas showed up, and they would have been within 150, 200 feet of where we actually were standing in the water. If we were still there, I would guarantee you that my waders would have been wet on the
That's
inside.
amazing. Big killer whales, orcas. You can hear them blowing. Big male with that great big orca.
The next day, the same area, we were on the Spits, but this time we were quite aware of when the tides were coming in and had decided to move back. And as we started to move back, we heard this humongous noise of splashing and turned around, thought, oh my, the orcas are back. But no, it was 30 porpoises coming through, and they were chasing the salmon that we were targeting that day. Another event, I was casting for coho in Springs and got a hit that just took and peeled the line off my reel so fast, and I thought I had one monstrous coho or spring. But it turned out a baby seal took my lure and took off. I had a tremendous fight. We were lucky enough that we were in shallow water, far from shore though. We were able to maneuver the net between me and the seal and corner it and safely catch it, land it, and release it. The last amazing giant story is when we were fishing. It would have been about 6:30, 7:30 in the morning. Daylight just happening. We heard this tremendous noise, not natural. We couldn't figure what it was. And as we looked around the boat, turned around, and we saw this cruising through the water, and we decided to vacate that area. That, my friends, is the end of the amazing stories. I guess you could call it Believe It or Not. Hope you enjoyed it.